On this one, we're going straight for the big question. Why did two hybrids get released back-to-back in the Premier line, especially within just a couple months of each other? I was a little confused myself. I fully expected a hybrid Master Line release, as we haven't had a hybrid Master Line ball since the IQ Tour Fusion. Given that the minds at Storm kind of know what they're doing, I assumed right away that there would be an appreciable difference between the PhysiX and the Intense Fire, and there is. The interesting thing for me about Storm's hybrids is that they feel more like pearls, and the pearls feel more like hybrids. Their pearls are pretty strong and chuggy. The hybrids are cleaner and firmer on the back end, maybe with the exception of R2S Pearl. Strong and chuggy doesn't really describe that one, but in my opinion, Storm's hybrids are the best thing in the industry right now. The Intense Fire has quickly become a ball I don't go anywhere without, and the PhysiX is already in that category. Right away, it's obvious these are two pretty different balls. I've harped on this before, but anytime you add in the nano factor, that creates a pretty distinctive reaction. It's smooth, very continuous, blends wet-dry better than anything else on the market, doesn't burn up on friction, etc. I noted in my review that I got a chance to bowl on a lane that had some traffic on it with the PhysiX, and for the Intense Fire, the lanes weren't perfectly fresh either. The difference in ball reaction shown on the videos is an accurate representation. I see the same difference between them across the board on a fresh shot as I do in these videos. I'm about an arrow further right with both of them on a fresh shot, as seen on the PhysiX footage from the news center I started filming at. The PhysiX is obviously nano, though this is about as clean and sharp as I've seen it. Still, it features the trademark nano reaction characteristics. The Intense Fire is quite a bit longer down the lane, but with a similar look on the back end. It's also very continuous, extremely consistent on the back end, but I find the PhysiX to be easier to read. The Intense Fire does things not terribly usual for balls that hook that much. I can use it on conditions I wouldn't expect to be able to use it on. I can play both further right and further left with it than I think I can because it's both easier down the lane than it feels like it should be for as much as it hooks, and stronger than it feels like it should be for as long as it goes before it hooks. Bottom line is that despite both being hybrids, they are significantly different reactions. The PhysiX is a handful of boards stronger and feet earlier. These two are more like traditional hybrid and pearl versions of each other, so they're great complements. However, and this is a really odd however, I can chase a shot as deep as I want to with either of them. Obviously, with as beat up as the shot was that I filmed the PhysiX on, and as good as it still looked, there's no angle this ball won't recover and drive from. I feel the same about the Fire. I was at a tournament a couple weekends ago and was fading it through the middle from 5th arrow and getting similar recovery and drive from pretty steep angles, so my progression wouldn't be PhysiX until the track gets beat up and then switch to the Fire. It would be just chase it further and further left with the PhysiX. Some balls play better from certain angles, and both of these play well from all angles. Now naturally they're both aggressive, you'll need plenty of volume and length to throw either of them, but again the PhysiX is a noticeably different ball, so if you've recently purchased a Fire or are interested in a Fire but are also looking at a PhysiX and are worried about potential overlap, there is plenty of difference between these two, and they'll be two of the first balls in the bag anywhere I go. Thanks for watching.